What's going on YouTube? It's Brayzon back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video for you guys here. Today I'm going to be bringing you a new scheme I'm running in Weekend League and show you guys basically how to run it, how it works, and things like that. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Hopefully this will help you guys win more games. I actually have the new Steve Young, or not the new Steve Young, but I actually got Steve Young and got rid of my Patrick Mahomes so that I can get the escape artist. I think it's going to be very valuable in passing situations. Obviously I think it just scares people because he has a lot more running ability. And if you can't get that Vic, if you're no money spent like myself, and you're not going to be able to get a Vic that for 3 million and put him all the way to like the 93, I think is what Vic goes to, so that he actually can get escape artist. I don't believe he can get it at 90 from what I've heard, so I didn't want to do that. I figured I would just get Steve Young, and then I would have escape artist on Steve Young, and that will do the job. So as we see, it looks like he has Patrick Mahomes, Odell, and Clinton Portis as his top 3. And then I have Young, Torrey Holt, and Michael Strahan. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if I start on offense or defense first. Alright, so it looks like we're going to get the ball. First things first, if it's in the end zone, I don't even worry about trying to run it back this game. Unless I need a big play, or it just looks like there might be a good hole. But okay, so that looks like it might be a good one to run. Just because looks like there might be some angles to run. And not at all. That's what I always forget, or that's why I don't like to do it. First things first, I always go to this near formation and I sub in a running back in every single formation, just because if I ever need to run a fullback dive out of this formation, I don't want there to be a fullback running it. I would rather there be Saquon. So boom, run that. But I'm going to start off in I-form slot and stretch alert. With the bubble, I like to keep it on the ground first. We'll see if that corner, if he's in man or zone, we'll see if he rushes in. And they did come in, so that should have got outside, to be honest, but it is what it is. Let's see, Tampa 2 is what he's running, so I'm going to stick in that play. We're going to run it again, and we're just going to hand the ball off unless they blitz in again this time. We have a lot of field over here, so I think we can get some yards. There we go, that's six yards, get back half the yards. And then when we do want to go to gun, what we're going to do is we're going to come to gun bunch. First off, we're going to go, don't believe we want to go Z spot. We want to go, where is it? Corner strike. But I don't actually run the stock play. You want to put Holt on a streak. You want to put Cooper on a backside slant. And then obviously check what they have. Reach elites is all they have. So it's not too big of a deal. Motion him out. No, why is he throwing it off his back foot? That should have been a completion. That is my fault. I'm running that same play because it was wide open. For whatever reason, he decided to throw it off his back foot. But that was wide open, so. And if it looks like he's going to come on a man, I might run 4 verts out of it. So let's see. Let's see. If he's going to run man, let's just run this. The backside slant. We'll put Torrey Holt on a slant. And R1's going to be wide open. And that's actually going to be probably a touchdown. Let's go, Torrey. As you can see, super easy out of that gun bunch weak formation. Gives you a lot of room. They can't really guard that, especially with the slant. They have to come up and press it, but if they press it, you might be able to throw it over the top if you have a speed differential. I would have had probably Tyreek on the corner route as well, but I figured this slant route would be the safest to throw. Obviously, I would like to keep on the ground as much as possible, but I got in a 2nd and 12 right off the bat, so that I did run it again, got to a 3rd and 6, but usually I'll just run it until they stop me. That's the best way to do it. Let's go. Tackle him inside the 20. So for defense, what I like to do is I come to nickel, and I put Lawrence Taylor in as my DN, because this is more of a pass rushing scenario. So I like to have gun deuce close. So I like to have Lawrence Taylor in just because it's a better pass rusher. Then I have Houston in as my linebacker with Shazier. That way I have better zone coverage and I can use her better. So if usually your linebackers would be in there, but you don't really want your linebackers because then, like I said, you're going to have a bad user. You want to have a really fast user, and the DBs just pick balls a lot easier this game in Madden 20 than linebackers do. Linebackers usually get messed up a lot. So you don't want to, play with the linebacker if you don't have to, unless it looks like they're going to run the ball. So he's running single back deuce close, but I think he might. I'm going to stick with the cover 3. Actually, I'm going to go cover 3 cloud to kind of mess him up so that one side will look like cover 3 and the other side will look like cover 2. So he's going to run a stretch. Shazier's there. Oh, but Clint Portis runs off of him. Shazier should have made that tackle. He was there. So this guy's going to try to run it. So we're going to cover 4, drop, show 2. Get my Tugel linebacker in the game. He's my best running linebacker. Run stopping linebacker. That's a pick. That should be a pick. As you see, it's super easy to mess people up though. If you just run certain schemes. If you kind of see what they like to run, you're able just to kind of switch so gun doubles Y off. So he's running doubles. So we're gonna run cover 3 once again, since he has the tight end in there. See what kind of speed differential. He's -6 on speed differential. I'm here. It's a good throw. That's really the only place he could have thrown it. I pretty much had everything covered. I should have probably played the deeper one and then came down. I'm trying to look at his speed differential. So he's not that fast. -6 right there. Great tackle in space. Super easy. Y trips. What I like to do on this is I'll put deep middle, and then if he's running. Okay, so Ken Houston should have probably been there. I guess he got a little too deep on that. Probably my fault, I guess. So if he's going to do that, if that's what he wants to do, I'll just man him up right there. And then I'll play Lattimore with this route. Draw. So we really should have already had a pick and some stops. Obviously that didn't happen. So it is what it is. We'll try to get a stop here. But as long as we keep scoring offensively, that's really, it's going to benefit us. We'll see what we can do in this. I think we can get a stop on him. Like I said, we should have already had a pick, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So I'll just continue to man him up in there. So that's a counter play. We're there. Good stop. Damon Harrison. I like to switch my defense up. I play a lot of zone, but I do like to switch it up. Is there a cloud flat? And Strahan, let's go with the sack. Let's see if he'll kick the field goal, if he's going to go for it. If he's going to go for it, I'm coming out in dollar. Maybe dime. Okay, well, he's not going for it, but we'll still come out in a defense. If I go dime defense, I basically have 4, 5, 6, 7 DBs because I put Ken Houston as my middle linebacker. So that's where my team really is good in the pass. I doubt this guy's running a fake. And he missed it. He came up short. That's not good for him. So we're going to come right back to the I-form. We're going to go with I-form Pro. No, I don't like Pro. I mean, it's not bad, but we'll do I-form wing. Get a better run blocking formation out of here, but we still have the backside quick slant if they blitz. So you're really checking that person right outside the star over there. Those two people he's moving around with. If they blitz, then that's when you can throw it. But we didn't really need to right there, obviously. And like I said, I'll run stretches with that lead blocker until they basically stop it. No reason not to. As you can see right here, I mean, it looks like, I mean, if he blitzes off the edge, I can throw it backside too, but it looks like it's going to be open out here. So, I mean, that was there. If one guy hits his block, that's there. That was kind of unfortunate. So let's go back to bunch weak. We're going to go with, let's go with deep corner. Backside. First down, easy money. When you run the gun bunch, they really can't run a lot of man. I guess they could, but it's kind of gonna mess them up a little bit because of the speed differentials. Like I have +5 speed right here on Cooper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift the line right, motion him out, put Torrey Holt on a slant. So even if he plays this, he's wide open over here. Go get 6! And that would have been a crazy touchdown. So he engaged 8. Interesting. Now that we have that, let's go back to our I form. Super simple, guys. You just want to choose your own plays. That's definitely something to keep in mind. So it looks like he's going to play outside. So I'm going to go ahead and run this just through the middle. Run a dive. I still have the alert out there. But super simple. You just want to run as much as possible. This game running is very good. And then on top of that, obviously, it's super easy to get pick sixes in this game as well. So if you run, you probably have a better chance of just keeping it safe, not fumbling, not turning the ball over. And you run clock. It pretty much is beneficial in any certain way. Obviously, if you're a great passer, then stick to what you're good at. Obviously, it depends on what kind of player you are. But personally, I feel like if you run the ball and people can't stop you with the run, you just demoralize them as a team, and they'll end up just quitting. So hopefully, we'll get this guy to quit pretty quickly. It's 14-0, so I think if we get one more stop and maybe one more score, I think he's not going to want to play anymore. He's going to try to score before half right here because I did start with ball. So like I said, if we get one more stop, I think he'll just be done. So we'll start cover 3 Sky. So he went right here. So let's go down. Screen pass, I'm there. I was there. Oh, that's super frustrating. That's a very, very frustrating play because I was there in the backfield. I should have went for the pick, but I was just trying to wrap up tackle, and that ended up messing me up. It's okay. If he tries to run the ball, we'll stop that all day. Not too worried about it. And I know he's going to end up trying to pass it, and that's when I go for this out route over here as soon as he drop back. Dude, that's twice. As you can see, this guy he doesn't know how to pass, doesn't know how to play. He's throwing terrible passes. Gun deuce close. We're going to run cover 2 show 4. But we're going to play over the top flats. So what are those? Cloud flats. And we're there. Wrap that up. 4th down, baby. And he's going to want to go for it since he's down. So what I'll do, since he wants to go for it, you come with the blitz. Boom. Blitz, and then you just read one route. You know he's eyeing down one route. And right there, as you see, easy money. Let's get back to the run. I won't even try to pass right now. I'm just going to run. I'm already at 14-0. We'll see how he plays this. Get off of me. I mean, he's going to come out thinking I'm going to run the whole time. And that's when you hit him with the pass. So we're going to come on the same formation. and we're going to run a PA boot and see if it works, because he's going to think we're going with that stretch again. And see, it wasn't worth it. Probably should have just honestly ran it again. Or so he's running cover 2 contain. What's he going to come out in if I go bunch again? So that was my own fault. I shouldn't have ran that. We'll take the dump down. So he ran Tampa 2, but he manned up. Ran Tampa 2, but he manned up Holt. So if you want to man up Holt, I'm just going to run fade him a little bit. He was open, but that's okay. We'll take it. Honestly, I keep forgetting, since it's only a couple games in, that I even have Steve Young with that speed. Since it's only my second game with him, so I got to get used to that. But luckily, I can kind of deal with it. Since I am up 14-0. Gun tray will just come out. Spy with the over top. Play off. Play inside. Let them throw it outside if they want. He's going to try to go deep. That's fine. Get out of bounds. We wrap up. Stick with this sky kicks. Don't let them kick return. I don't like to let people try to return them, because that's when you can have problems. I'd rather try to hit stick their fullback if they're not going to get down, like in that situation. And I also run a multiple D defense, if I didn't explain that before. That's just so that way I have a 4-3, 3-4, 4 or 5-2, which I don't really run the 5-2, and then I also have nickel, dime, quarter. I pretty much have any defense I would want to run. And there's a pick to start the half. Great defense, Amos. And we get right back to it. And you could switch formations, so that's kind of why I know I haven't ran the near offense yet. And I will show you guys that right now. This has been working, so I haven't really needed to run it. Get off of me. Bo Jackson's a monster when it comes to running, so I'll run near offense to show you just what it looks like. We'll run close. So actually, I don't know if I like close, because there are a bunch of, I think they only have insides. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to run this. So near offense is really good for like goal line situations, because it'll come out and they won't really know since you have 2 wide receivers, they won't think it's goal line. And then you motion him out, so he doesn't know what's going on out there. So you see how they motion someone out, and then you just run it right up the middle. That should have been a touchdown. If he doesn't grab that right there, that's a touchdown. But as you can see, it's pretty like, it's not the number 1 best offense in the league, I get that, but you could also throw out of it too. So that's what I like, is you still can throw out of it. But really it's going to be for those dives inside. So right now I'll throw out of it. So I think they might think that so I'll come out in Texas, and I might just throw it away and show you guys just what I'm looking for. But as you see, they're obviously going to think that it's a run out of this formation, and you come out and you just throw it. Touchdown. And that was actually a decent user by him. He actually read that pretty well. But shows you just couldn't get there enough. So hopefully this guy rage quits, because it's 21-0 and he's just going to waste his own time at this point. But as you see, it's super, super easy to run. One of my favorite, plays to run, or the near, just in the goal line. So I wouldn't run it every single play. It wouldn't be my number 1 formation to run all game, but it's really just going to be, if you come out and you're on the 2-yard line, you come out with 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and a tight end, he's going to think you're in like a gun split close. I know it tells you near, but they're probably not even going to know what near means. Most people probably won't even be paying attention. So it'll at least give you 1 play to run like a fullback dive. As you saw Saquon with that motion out, Saquon should have been wide open. He should have scored from 20 yards out. He got kind of, unfortunately, wrapped up with the kind of one of those reach tackles, but it was basically there. And that's a pick. That should be game. And we should see you later. And there he goes. And quit. Let's go. Perfect. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if this video helped you guys out. Like I said, I'm using the West Coast offense. That's the best one. Not like I forget which teams are West Coast. I think like the Bucks are West Coast and things like that. But you want the actual West Coast offense. That it's going to be the best one. And leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this. Hopefully this helps you guys out for Weekend League. And as always, guys, I will see you next time.